We bought the same tire 3 times. Identical Michelin Defender T plus H. Same size, matched production batches where we could. At Costco, at Discount Tire, and at an authorized Michelin dealer. Same transaction on paper. 3 very different deals underneath. One of them leaves a warranty gap most people never notice until they're standing on the shoulder of a highway filing a claim. One comes with a service network the price tag never mentions. And the retailer most shoppers rule out before they even compare prices came closer to winning this than anyone expected. I'm Dave, 15 years in automotive retail. You've probably sat through this exact scene. A tech starts talking load ratings and UTQG numbers. The conversation outruns you, and you leave. Not because you found a better deal, but because the price felt high and the pitch felt rehearsed. You've heard Costco is the best deal. You've also heard you get what you pay for. Those can't both be fully true. Nobody selling tires is going to tell you which one wins. That's what this test is for. You don't need to know every spec to make the right call here. You need to understand the transaction. We ran identical Michelin Defender T plus H tires through all 3 retailers, documented everything from quote to mounted wheel, and put each install through the same post-mount checklist. Same vehicle, same bay conditions. Let's look at what the data actually shows. Costco Tire Center is the answer most people have already picked before they start shopping. A coworker, a Reddit thread, a relative who bought there a decade ago and never stopped recommending it. The reputation. Best price on name brand tires. No upsell, honest install. That reputation holds up. It's just incomplete. Price. Lowest of the 3. Reputation confirmed. Scheduling. The slowest of the 3. Over a week out in our test market. That matters if your tread's already at the wear bar. Install quality. Clean. Torque spec correct. Balance weights appropriate. No issues here. The warranty catch. Costco's road hazard coverage is tied to your membership and administered through the location where you bought the tires. It covers repair or replacement for nails, glass, and debris, prorated against remaining tread. But if you're traveling and a tire fails somewhere else, you're not walking into a shop and driving out on a new tire. You're filing a reimbursement claim and waiting. The process works. It's just a reimbursement system, not a service network. And that distinction never shows up on the sticker price. Bottom line, a strong deal for the local driver. Competitive price, solid install, a warranty that's fine as long as you're near the store you bought from. Discount Tire walked into this test with the opposite reputation. Mixed. Some people love it. Some feel oversold on protection plans. Some have had inconsistent installs. Less consensus than Costco, which meant we could go in with a genuinely neutral read. Price. Mid-tier. Higher than Costco, but not by a lot. Scheduling. Noticeably better. Same week availability in every market we checked. Install quality. Clean. Torque and balance both in spec. The network. Over 1,100 locations nationwide. Their road hazard certificate, sold as an add-on, not included, covers repair or replacement for nails, potholes, and debris at any Discount Tire location in the country. No receipts, no reimbursement, no waiting. You drive in, they confirm the damage qualifies, and you drive out. The certificate costs extra, and most people who decline it don't fully understand what they're turning down. They hear protection plan and assume it's a retailer margin play. Sometimes it is. For anyone who puts real miles on a car or travels regularly, it usually isn't. Bottom line, without the certificate, this is a solid mid-price tire with good availability. With it, this is the strongest road hazard coverage of the 3, and nobody at the counter is going to spell that out for you. They'll offer it, quote the price, and move on if you say no. At this point in the test, Discount Tire had the edge, though Costco's price advantage kept the gap close. The authorized Michelin dealer entered as the obvious premium pick. Pay more, get Michelin standing behind it. Simple in theory. Price. highest of the three, as expected. The complication, Michelin's manufacturer warranty, defects in materials and workmanship, travels with the tire anywhere in the country. Rock solid. But road hazard coverage isn't set by Michelin. It's set dealer by dealer, and it varies. Some authorized dealers offer strong terms. Some don't. The Michelin sign on the door tells you nothing about which one you walked into. Only the dealer's actual agreement does. And almost nobody asks to see it before they're in the chair. Bottom line, defect coverage, strong and uniform. Road hazard coverage, a total unknown until you ask. At its best, this is a genuinely excellent package. The problem is, at its best, is carrying a lot of weight in that sentence, and the buyer has no way to verify it from the price alone. Here's the scenario that actually separates these three. You're 3 hours from home and a tire fails. Costco. Pay out of pocket, submit a claim, wait for reimbursement. Michelin dealer. Entirely dependent on that specific dealer's terms and whether a nearby authorized dealer will honor them. Discount tire with a certificate. Find one of 1,100 plus locations. Drive in, drive out. No receipts, no fronting the cost, no phone call to a claims department. That scenario is the one the sticker price can't show you, and it's the one that tells you what you actually bought. Choose Costco if you drive locally, have scheduling flexibility, and can manage a remote claim if it ever comes to that. That's not a compromise. It's the right call for that driver. Choose the Michelin dealer only if you call ahead, get the road hazard terms in writing before you commit, and actually read them. Strong terms make this the best package on the table. Weak terms mean you paid a premium for coverage you don't have. Choose discount tire with the certificate if total transaction value is what matters. Nationwide coverage, no claims process to manage at the worst possible moment, and the lowest real cost once you factor in what happens after something goes wrong. In this test, that combination made it the strongest overall package. Before you buy from any of these three, ask 3 questions. What specifically counts as a covered road hazard failure, and what doesn't? If I'm somewhere else in the country when it fails, what's the actual claim process? What does the reimbursement timeline look like if I need it? Those 3 answers tell you more than the number on the window sticker ever will. Most people ask about price first. The right first question isn't, what does this cost? It's, what does this cost when something goes wrong? Now you know how to find out.